It was nice to be with you folks. The first time I came down here to spend some time with the JPD folks, I was on the Black Concerns Working Group, and I was in my mid to late 20s doing work with them, doing Jubilee workshops is what they used to call it. So I love the work that you have done for our faith. Now, there is a lot of information out there on my fellow nominee and myself. We both have websites and resumes out there. So instead of giving you a rundown, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. I grew up dancing. My mother was a dancer, and I grew up doing classical ballet. There was a little studio with a teacher by the name of Miss Barkos, who had danced with the Bolshoi Ballet, and she was a very disciplined teacher. I really loved the challenge of the mind and physical challenge of being in her program, and I can really viscerally remember watching in the floor-to-ceiling mirrors and trying to match my hand and my leg to exactly her beautiful, beautiful movements. Now, my mother was an LR-wire. Many of you know LR-wires out there. And so I was particularly surprised when my mother took up ballroom dancing when I was in my 20s. That was not expected. Turning up a tie-dye to sequins. But she was beautiful at it. She did a wonderful job and actually won awards and stuff. But I could see in her movements, although it was classical ballet, that strength and that grace was still there. But I was fascinated. I decided I was going to take some ballroom dancing classes. So on my first day, I went there and I was ready to go, and I just knew I was going to be good because I had had 10 years of classical training. I was ready to go. So the dance teacher came up and took my hand and his hand at my waist, and he started to move. And I said, wait, I don't know the dance. And he smiled and he said, just dance with me. And I said, you're the teacher, teach me the steps. And he said to me, ballroom dancing is a partner dance. I may be the teacher, but every time I have a new partner, I learn to dance again. And so, dance with me. When I think about the journey that you all are on and have committed yourselves to so fully, I think about partner dancing. It's a different way of being in relationship. It requires a vulnerability and an openness, a sense that we emerge together something new, that when we commit to the relationship and we find joy in the dancing, that there is some promise there that is not findable any other way but to bring ourselves with a sense of openness and possibility to that. And I always remember that when I think about even running for moderator, that there's a way that the moderator invites people into the dance. And not as teachers or experts, but in bringing themselves to the dance with a yearning to be a partner in a different way. So I am very excited about this journey, very excited about where we are as an association and bringing that sense of leadership and possibility to our faith in this time. And I look forward to your questions.